Okay, let me get everything in order. All right, everybody. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited for tonight. And I just want to say welcome, Shredders. All right. If you are new to our Shred community, I want to say yes, way to go for saying yes to this. And, saying yes to yourself is what's happening, because you are giving yourself the greatest gift in doing this Shred 10 program, which is amazing. And you're going to be supported and you are going to be encouraged at every step on this journey. So my name is Jennifer Myers. I've been with the Juice Plus company now for 34 years, and I can share firsthand that the Juice Plus products are life-changing, and so is the Shred 10. And I know that some of you are probably in this mindset of like, I am all in with the new year, the new you concept, and give me a program and I'm doing it. And you're going to love that. That was me the first time I did a shred, like many years ago. I did it for 30 days in the beginning. And I also know that some of you are probably thinking, oh my gosh, what have I signed up for? and am I actually willing to make changes? And you know what? Maybe you want to go more from the mindset of one simple change. And maybe you just want to focus on some of the guidelines, which is totally, totally fine. And that is one of the beautiful things here is it is up to you and what you want to do with this program. And we're here to support you on that journey. So I'm going to just share my screen really quick for a moment in case you are new to this. Let me, pretend you didn't see that messy desktop. And here is a look at the 10 guidelines that we'll be focusing on. So you can see these first 5 are what to add. So more plant foods and of course, Juice Plus. 1 to 2 of our amazing complete shakes every day, drinking plenty of water, 10 deep breaths every day, getting plenty of sleep and moving. Okay, those to me are your foundational things that you absolutely want to do. And then from there, you get to choose. Do you want to reduce? Do you want to eliminate? Do you want to go for all of these? Which I'm going to encourage you, stretch yourself if you can, okay? But you choose caffeine, alcohol, eating after 6 p.m., processed foods, gluten and dairy, artificial and refined sugars. Those are the things, you guys, that can make such a huge difference and impact in this shred. And it's like anything, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So I do want to encourage you to stretch, but I also want you to know that you've got this company and this amazing community that is coming right along with you. And we're going to do these 10-day jump starts at the beginning of the next 3 months, January, February, March, but you can keep going. You can absolutely keep going. And what happens is that you can get into a groove with us where these new things that you're going to be learning becomes a habit, and it becomes simpler and it becomes easier. And then it just becomes what you do. And remember, this is about shredding the toxins and the habits that aren't serving you and replacing them with the things that will serve you. And it's not about perfection. It's about progress. So tonight, you are in for such a treat with Danette, Blair, and Lori Kendall. These ladies are absolute pros in the kitchen, and they are also pros at the shred. And they're going to be sharing some awesome tips with you. So I am just going to pass it right on over to Danette and Lori.
Thank you, Jennifer. And we are so excited to be here. Our shred story started before we even knew about the shred. And Lori had convinced me to start working out with her at 5:30 in the morning. And if you knew me, I was a fast food junkie. I loved my Coca-Cola, and I was okay with working out, but it wasn't something that was a habit. And so shortly after we had started this workout group, we found out about Juice Plus. And shortly after that, then these guidelines started to be shared with us. And so I was a baby stepper. Were you a baby stepper?
No, I usually go all in. So
Very much so. But I have to like try one at a time. But I will say I started adding the 2 shakes a day. I would have one right after our workout, and then I would have one with my dinner as my dessert. And I started making sure that I was getting rid of the processed food. I started making all of my own food in the kitchen. And so we're going to show you some great recipes today so you can make great food in the kitchen. And 2 things that my husband noticed. The first was, oh my gosh, you're sleeping through the night. I've been a terrible sleeper since I was a little kid. And once I started doing the shred and incorporating some of these guidelines, I started sleeping through the night. And he noticed because I wasn't waking him up. And then the other thing he noticed was there was something that happened in my house with my children, and he looks at me and he goes, "When did you stop yelling at the children?" I hate that story. However, what I realized was that incorporating all these different lifestyles started balancing out my moods and my hormones and was making me a better mom. I mean, I was sleeping, I was working out, I was drinking my water, I was drinking my shakes, and I was making my own food in the kitchen. And it just started becoming a lifestyle. And I love that we did it as a community.
We did. We called our friends and we said, hey, would you guys want to do this with us? And they jumped on board. And for me, I am a like all in kind of person, but I need that because it makes me more intentional with the guidelines and so I'm more focused and I do what I'm supposed to do. Otherwise, I did okay. Like I said, I was exercising. I wasn't drinking water that well. I know when I started shredding, that really helped me out a lot. So the shred really did help. And I was a personal trainer at one time. And when I heard about Juice Plus, I was like, oh, this is great. There's, nutrition and capsules and shakes, but there's no program. Like there's got to be a program. And when this came about, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the winning ticket. This is what everybody needs. So I really, really appreciate that we have a program. We don't just say, here, take the Juice Plus, see you later. No, we're with you every step of the way.
All right, so we're going to teach you some things that have helped us to be successful when we do the shred, because you've got 5 days. So we're going to start with some prepping things that you can do now to set yourself up for success during those 10 days. We also have on the computer down here, we've got the chat box open, and I don't think we'll be able to get to all your questions, but as we see them pop up, we will try to answer as many as we can. So first up,
refrigerator, pantry. This is the time, you guys spend the time to look through your refrigerator, look through your pantry. Either you need to eat it all right now, hide it,
give it away,
just kind of clean it out, get the temptations away from you is the best way to do it. And look, I want to tattle on you. I looked in Danette's refrigerator and look what I found from Christmas still. She's got some things here, so I'm gonna throw them away right now.
Just to help me out, you are a great friend. Just throw it away. I don't have to look at it every time I open up the fridge.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, and make sure you go through the pantry. One of the things that I do is I have a red big basket, and I put all of the things that I know I don't want to eat during those 10 days because they've got sugar or gluten or just things that aren't going to serve my body well. And they go in this red basket because red means no. But I've got adult children that live in the house, and so their stuff goes in that basket, so I don't touch it. So if that's a helpful tip, make yourself a red no basket just for those 10 days. So another thing that we love to do, or at least I love to do, is I'm a meal planner. I love cooking in the kitchen. I am in the kitchen all the time. I'm making my own foods. And so I open up my notes app and I write down 2 or 3 breakfasts that I know I love and that are easy to make and that fall within the guidelines. And I do the same for lunch, and I plan out 3 or 4 dinners, and I write down a list of snacks that are shred approved. And there's a great list in your guide. And so that goes in my notes app. So when I walk into the kitchen and I'm like, I'm hungry or I have a craving and I'm not sure what I want to eat or what I can eat, I go right into that notes app and I'm like, oh, I'll have an apple with some nut butter or some cut up peppers. Here's my, I also prep my fruit and veggies. So I have a big fruit bowl over there that I can grab stuff for, but I also keep carrots and celery. I cut this up today and put it in water, and I'll eat those in 3 or 4 days. And then some cut up peppers, and I keep hummus or other things or guacamole that I can dip those in and have on hand so that I'm not tempted to go grab something else. So our third tip is,
Just making sure you remember to take your Juice Plus. I know that it does seem simple, and even I forget sometimes. So I'm going to show you what we do in our household. I'm going to show you a picture. Can you guys see that? I set out little bowls, and I even have one for the dog. Yes, my dog takes Juice Plus, and he even takes the Omega. And at the end of the night, I know whose bowl is whose, and I can be like, oh, he didn't take his, or the dog always has taken his. I don't know. He always remembers, but the rest of us. But this is a good reminder. So we take it before the end of the day, because I will track them down. That's what I do.
that's great. And I keep mine on a little, like a cake stand over here, and they just sit right next to my coffee pot because that's where I end up in the morning. And preparing whiteboard. Where are we going? I don't know. Can you all see us?
I didn't touch anything and it just did that. So this is Kurt's line. I don't know.
See. Oh, Valerie, if you could turn off your whiteboard, that would be fantastic.
Who's Valerie?
I don't know, but she's got her whiteboard
Valerie
open.
Slade.
Valerie, can you stop whatever you're doing? Because somehow you've hijacked our. There we go.
There it is.
Great. And we're back.
We're back.
Thanks, you guys.
I am
All
so
right.
sorry. So sorry.
That's
I don't know what I
okay.
did. I was just watching. So I apologize.
Like, I didn't know I could do that. Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
Okay, start with breakfast.
Let's start with breakfast. So like I said, I would go to the track at 5:30 in the morning, grab my shake as soon, and I literally just put it in a shaker cup, a pack of shake, and I either mix it with water or whatever milk I had in the fridge. And that was kind of like my pre-breakfast. Then when I was all ready and showered for the day, I would come and I would make my breakfast. And I am one of those people that I like warm foods. I have to have a hot meal, and I like hot drinks. So it can be 95 degrees out here in Texas, and I've got a hot cup of tea out by the pool. I know, it's so crazy. So I'm going to show you how I make my eggs, because you all know how to make scrambled eggs, I hope, but I like to try to cram as many veggies into my eggs as possible. And the reason why, because I read this study and I thought it was absolutely fascinating, because you know how they always say 7 to 13 servings, because we need to get that many in a day. But what they're also finding, oops, hold on, this is wet. Let me dry this off. I'm making a mess already. That's normal for me. Okay. So what they found is that people who ate 30 different or more different fruits and vegetables throughout the entire week had better microbiomes, so better gut health. And I'm a big fan of gut health. So I'm trying to get as many different kinds of fruits and vegetables in my day. What did you pour in there? So I just water. I just went ahead and put water in there to saute my veggies. So I've got some red peppers in there. You could do onions. I'm going to do some spinach, and I'm going to wilt this down for a second, and then we will pull it out and we will do our eggs. So while I do this, do you want to tell them about yours?
Yes. Okay. So I like things that are cold. So
We are opposites.
we are opposites, yeah. And so this is a little chia pudding that I mixed up, and you can make a lot of these all at one time. So this is kind of you can prep. You can do this way before we start. And all I did was, and I've got some almond milk here. Just make sure it doesn't have sugar in it, or make sure you get the unsweetened. And how much are you putting in? I'm gonna go ahead and put a cup in. That's a cup. This is just like a little jelly jar. And I'm gonna put 4 tablespoons of chia seeds in here. Okay, another thing you can do, you can add vanilla if you want. And I shake it. And then you're gonna want to wait like 2 or 3 minutes. You want it because the chia seeds are gonna get real gelatinous. And so then they're gonna kind of separate in here. So you're gonna want to take it a second time and put it into the fridge. Probably only need to keep it in a couple hours, but I usually do mine in the evening and put it in the fridge overnight. And then in the morning, like this one, you can tell is all firm. I add some blueberries to the top. Sometimes I add coconut or chopped nuts, and then you have yourself a little breakfast. You can also use this as a snack. It doesn't have to be just for breakfast.
I've never had chia pudding till I met y'all.
Oh, it's so
so
good.
good.
It's so good. But you know what? This is probably a lot, a cupful. I would maybe eat half of it because it kind of expands and I don't want you to have any distress. So I would say do half. And you can save the other half for next.
Sorry, that was loud.
All right, what are you doing now?
Well, I'm adding too much oil to my pan. You just want like a teaspoon or so. Uh-oh. We just blew a fuse. Well, friends, that was fun. We now have no lights, but we still have a phone and Wi-Fi.
We'll pretend.
We'll
It's
pretend. You cook this. That is really, I mean, hold on. I could do it on the stove really quick.
Okay,
Do I want to do that?
sure.
You can watch. Talk amongst yourselves. No, we'll just talk. There we go. Well, that was fun. Now it's very quiet in here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got the eggs on the stove. Here's those. Uh-oh. We're still there. Oh,
Yeah, we're
great.
still there.
Oh, great. I was like, where did everybody go? But I see you're down here on the computer. So this is our spinach and our red peppers. We're going to throw those on there. And I like to cook them low and slow so they're nice and creamy. And just push it towards the center. I know you can't see here. Wait, we'll just bring it. I'll just keep bringing it over, right? So here we go. And then while that finishes up, I usually cut up some tomatoes. We'll just do this over here. And I cut up some avocado and I top my eggs with all of that. So now I'm up to 4 different kinds of fruits and veggies in my eggs, and I've got my protein and all of that good stuff going. So thankfully eggs don't take very long. So that's my warm breakfast in the morning. And I will eat that alongside of like some raspberries or blueberries if I have them.
It does look yummy.
I know, I do love I love some eggs in the morning. And avocado. You and I are both fans.
Avocado.
Avocado. How do you say it?
I say avocado.
Is this sort of like one of those pecans and
Pecan. Probably.
Oh no. How do you all say avocado?
I say avocado.
Oh.
I'm sure I'm wrong. It's because I pronounce it like there's a O and there's not. But
I never spell it right. It's kind of like spelling restaurant. I never spell restaurant right. Anyway, delicious.
yeah,
And now I've got that ready. I'm going to keep that for tomorrow morning. Now y'all know what I'm going to be eating. Okay, I'm going to move this and we're going to move the lunch.
Okay, oops. Great. Okay. Oh, we all left them.
No. Hi, what's that? Remember this? You should see my kitchen, you guys. It is like this assembly line.
Yeah.
It's all the way across.
Okay, I'll start. I love making salads. I do. And I have a tower garden, so I grow my own lettuce all year round. And this is Danette calls it my color wheel salad.
Your salads are so pretty. Mine are like a garbage bowl.
No, and then I've got, oh gosh, tomatoes from the garden and different kinds of peppers, carrots, some purple. I tried to get all the colors in here when I'm making a salad. In the center, I made some sauerkraut. So a little sauerkraut, good for your gut. And
She makes her
then,
own sauerkraut.
I don't know. And then all I do, I don't buy store-bought salad dressings. I just use oil and vinegar. So my favorite is this flax oil, but I also will use olive oil a lot. So I just squirt that on, some of that. And I like this apple cider vinegar with the mother in it. Let me grab that. I just put a splash of that in there. And then I might throw some microgreens on there from the tower. And then that's my salad. Okay.
It's almost too pretty to eat.
I know, but it's not.
And if I
I'll
would
eat it.
Oh, I did cut up this avocado.
Yeah, you can put that in there. So when I made this salad today, I bought a lot of vegetables. And so I decided to just do some prep work. And I just put all of them in jars with the lettuce all ready to go. And the salad, the oil and vinegars at the bottom. Actually, I put store-bought, but it's a no sugar salad dressing on there. The other two, I think, well, the other 6 that I made, or 5, I just left plain, and I'll just put my oil and vinegar on those. Oh, and if you want an extra protein on it, a lot of times I'll put like a little salmon packet on it, or you can add chicken or hard-boiled egg or something like that. And that's what I have for lunch most days.
Very nice.
Oh.
Well, I like a quick lunch usually because I'm usually pretty busy. And I like to have different kinds of like salads mixed up in the fridge. Like chicken salad, egg salad, tuna salad, or you can do chickpea salad. So we're going to do a chickpea salad tonight. And I literally make all 4 of them like the exact same way. With the chickpeas, I mash them up a little bit. Or if I had chicken or tuna or egg in here, I love the crunch of celery in there. And then I have my fermented pickles in the fridge. I put that in there. And then, well, this is homemade mayonnaise, because who doesn't sit around and make homemade mayonnaise? I mean, I guess I do. Put just a little bit of that in there, toss that up.
Oh, it's good.
I know this is something I can just grab and go. I know it's not more, but but it's so simple and it's easy. And then salt and pepper it. But then I have like romaine growing on my tower gardens outside still. We're still just so you all are a little jealous. Down here in South Texas, you should see how many tomatoes she pulled off her tomato plants. I'm still getting zucchini. We've got lettuces growing. I mean, like Texas thinks it's spring right now. Our gardens are just flourishing. But I love throwing this like in a lettuce wrap like that.
Oh, it's really good.
And so you can have these salads mixed up in the fridge the last 2 or 3 days and then just eat them on. You can put them on like a salad like you have right there, or just put them in a wrap, or if you've got some whatever your wraps or whatever you want to do. So keep lunch easy, and then grab some of your fruit and veggies that you've already prepped and put those alongside of it. The other thing that I love to do in the kitchen, because I am a home cook, is you should see the herbs on my tower garden. If you're growing herbs on your tower garden, make sure you're using them and cooking with them. I mean, they're just so amazing. So like on a chickpea salad like this, I would be grabbing all of the dill. I have so much dill. So if anybody needs dill, just let me know. And throwing that on there. I wish you could smell it. It's like, it smells so good. What's up next? Are we bringing over dinner? You're prepping dinner. That's fantastic.
I forgot the rice.
Oh, that's okay. You can forget the rice. You know what? I'm going to show them my drink while you grab your stuff. So one of the things that we wanted to talk about is hydration, because like Lori said, sometimes remembering your water gets really hard, and not everybody just likes drinking plain water. If I had my druthers, I would drink hot coffee all day, but I know that that's not great for my body. So I allow myself 1 cup in the morning and then I move on to other things. And I am a big fan of hot herbal teas. And if you saw the bin in my pantry of all the different kinds of teas, you'd think I have a little bit of a problem. However, this is my favorite. When I have all of these herbs growing, this is my favorite thing to do. And I do this I've been doing this every single day for the last few weeks because it just makes me feel so good. Parsley is so great for your digestion. I've also got mint growing out there, sage, thyme. They all make great herbal teas. So I'll throw a bunch of parsley in there and then grab hot water, pour it over. And then you have to put some sort of a lid on there and let that sit for about 5 minutes. And it just slightly flavors the tea. And I just love it. And I love how it makes me feel. And sometimes I get really creative and I mix the herbs together. Cilantro is also a great one for digestion. So if you're growing your herbs, make sure you're using them for other things just besides making your food look pretty.
Cool. Well, when I drink water, like I said, I had a hard time following the shred guideline of drinking water. I could go all day and not drink water so I have to be intentional about it. And a lot of people put like lemon in their water, right? I don't. I think it kind of tastes like, well, it would taste like lemon pledge. I've never tasted lemon pledge or cleaning products, but I don't like that. But my favorite way, and this is really healthy, we're getting a lot of anti-inflammatory. It's a cinnamon stick. So you put the cinnamon stick in your water. If you've never tried this, it is delicious. You will love it. Like I said, and a lot of times I'll just put it in my water bottle and just keep it in there all day. So that's yummy.
I will say I'd never tried that before.
It doesn't sound good, but it is.
I know when you first told me about it, I was like, really? A cinnamon stick?
No, it's good.
It's so good.
It's
It's so good. All right. I can't wait for you to tell this story.
Okay, so the dinner that I have planned for you, and this is something that kids love. So it's a winner for the family. We were stationed in Okinawa for 3 years, and they had something at the USO called taco rice. And my kids couldn't get enough of it. So we're going to make taco rice real quick. So I have some rice here. This is jasmine rice. Okay. And I've already mixed up the ground beef. I got some grass-fed ground beef. And I used this, just the McCormick. When I looked at the label, I mean, it's just spices. That's all it is, and salt. So I said, that's good. I'll do that. There's nothing weird in it. Wait, can you guys see that? Whatever. So then you add your taco, just like you're making a taco, right? But you're putting it on rice. Put some there. We're going to throw in some tomatoes. You can add cheese. What else do we put in there? Salsa. You can add some salsa to it, and it is delicious. It's really good. You could even chop up lettuce, chop it up pretty fine and throw it in there, or kale or whatever. I mean, it's a bowl, right? So, but I guarantee that your kids will love it. In fact, I think we made it twice last week. That's because we were reminiscing about Okinawa and like, oh, we forgot we used to make that.
Oh, your kids were home.
I know.
Oh,
So,
that was fun.
yeah.
That was fun. Okay, so I love, again, trying to get as many veggies in my protein bowl. And I make it so many different ways. I literally just think, okay, what protein do I have on hand? What carb do I have on hand? What veggies do I have on hand? So I'm going to teach you kind of an Indian spice style one, but you can make this like any style that you like. So we're going to start with, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to see how great your tossing skills are.
This will be fun.
This is my favorite way to season vegetables. This is a little trick. You got some cucumber going in there. Okay, this is butternut squash. You can use sweet potato. This is our starch. And then I've got cauliflower. That's our veggies. There we go. And we're just going to, most people, this is what I find. Most people throw this on a sheet pan, they douse it in oil, and then they sprinkle seasoning on there. But what I want is I want seasoning on every single side. And I want to use less oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle on the butternut squash. I'm going to put a little garlic powder. And then I'm going to do
Like that?
exactly, that's what I want you to do.
Oh.
And then salt. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to do salt. It's probably loud. Sorry.
Sorry.
And
But
then,
it's hitting the bowl, so.
and since we're doing Indian spices, we're going to do some garam masala.
I can never say that, girl.
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Am I saying it right?
I don't know. Do I need that too? No, just you.
Yeah, just me. Then
Now, yeah,
now I just do a small drizzle like that.
I still toss it.
Yep, and toss, get the oil everywhere. Mama student. This is gonna make your veggies taste better. Put these on a sheet pan, 425 degrees start checking them at 25 minutes until the butternut squash are soft. And
Just like magic. They're done.
oh my gosh, I know. So you take your bowl, you get your veggie in there and your starch. And then you can literally, this is a great way to use up anything in the fridge. Do we have any questions? I haven't even been looking.
There have been some.
And then tonight we're going to use black beans as our protein, but you can use chicken, you can use beef, whatever you've got on hand. I know, I hope you guys can see it. And then I love I would put on tomatoes or avocado or shredded lettuce, whatever on top of
That looks good.
my little, it's almost like a color wheel.
I know. I'm coming for dinner too.
Here's the thing. I think protein bowls are only as good as like the sauce. So this is a great quick sauce that you can do. So I have some diced cucumber. This is, if you're trying to avoid dairy on the shred, this is a probiotic cashew milk yogurt by Forager Project. It's one of the only ones our store has that's unsweetened plain. So you have to really start reading your labels when you're looking for non-dairy products. Many of them are sweetened or have things in them that may not serve your body well. And if you're trying to avoid the sugar on your 10 days, then you're going to want to definitely be checking labels on things like plain yogurt, which you would think wouldn't have anything in there. So we just do that. We're going to use that same spice, the garam masala in there, and a little salt. Where's, I don't know where my salt went. That's, oh, it's under this paper. Ooh. And I would add a little cumin in here, but I guess I didn't pull it out. But you just mix that together. Let that sit for about 30 minutes and all those flavors will get together, and then just put it on your bowl and it makes it so delicious. Okay, here's one last tip. If shaking or flipping your veggies in a bowl looks a little intimidating, put it in a plastic container with a lid and then shake it this way and then do it. And then it's not so scary. All right, you know what? Let's wrap this up with the most important thing, your complete shakes. So you're going to show them, if you're going to show them the cookie dough. No,
Yes.
What are you doing?
Tell me what you're doing. I was going to do the cookie dough. I'm doing the brownie batter.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to take 1 pouch of, or sachet, they call it, of the chocolate complete. I've already melted some coconut oil in here, and I don't know, it's like a dollop. Does everyone know how big a dollop is? It's like
Ooh, sorry, that was loud.
it's like just a big spoonful. That's what I put in there.
It's a technical term.
It's a technical term. And then I'm going to add the powder in there and stir it up. I will usually have this in the evening or after dinner because I need a little, I don't know, I just want something, you know, and this kind of hits the spot.
I like to have my second shake or complete serving with dinner. It's like dessert.
Yeah. So it's pretty runny. See, starting off. And then I add a little bit of any kind of cold milk in there, just a swoosh. We got a dollop and a swoosh. It's just a
This is
little
how I
bit.
cook.
This is a little bit, I know. We stir it up. We have to see this. We just keep stirring, and like magic, it turns into like how cookie dough would turn out. Oh, I love this stuff.
That was like magic.
I know. So see, looks like that. And then I add in some walnuts, chopped walnuts, which is really great. And that is my snack. I love it.
Yum. That might be my snack time.
Because you know what, in the wintertime, smoothies, I don't know, I am cold, and it's like, this is my alternative to a smoothie. So I'll do this.
All right, so another thing that you can prep this week to make your shakes really fast and easy is a smoothie bag. So what I have in here is a handful of spinach. I have a handful of pineapple, or yes, we're also doing handfuls now, so we're really technical, and a half a banana. And I put this in the fridge or in the freezer. And then when it's time to make my smoothie, I literally grab this, dump it in the blender, throw in a pack or a scoop of Complete and a cup of milk, and it's delicious. But here's the thing is, I know some of you are like, ick, banana, or some of you don't like greens in yours. So this is one of my favorites. It might be something you wouldn't think about, but I was out in my garden today and grabbed a zucchini because I told you we're in Texas. We're still getting produce from our gardens, but frozen zucchini. Really, hang with me. Hold this open. Hang with me.
Okay.
A small handful, like 5 or 6 pecans, and a half a cup of blueberries. And you can do this with chocolate or vanilla. I'm telling you, if you don't want to do the spinach and you don't want to do the banana, zucchini and a little handful of nuts, and you will have an amazing smoothie.
Yep.
I promise.
Yep.
And zucchini holds up great in the freezer for smoothies. Okay. So I think we are done. I hope you guys have gotten. Oh man, there was all these comments. We tried. We had great intentions.
Oh my God.
We had great intentions. I think we'll end with this. I have 3 success tips. I hope did you come up with 3?
I think I had one.
You had 2.
Did I?
Yes. Okay.
You have to remind me.
1, plan out your 10 days.
Mhm.
If you're just going to go into it and not know what you're going to be making for your meals, or even if you're eating out, looking ahead at the menus, like plan it all out. Make sure you have a couple quick snacks packed. I keep a couple in my purse. I either keep a complete bar or I keep like a piece of fruit, like a clementine and some nuts in my purse or in my car so that I can grab them if I have my own emergency. And this, because I'm a nighttime snacker, and I know that that's one of your struggles too. So nighttime snackers is I close down the kitchen as soon as I clean up from dinner. Lights out in the kitchen. It's like all of a sudden just I close it down. It's like it's shut. So I don't go in there and make anything or eat anything, because we really want to give our bodies that time to digest the food before going to sleep. So what are your success tips?
Well, one is that we have shred calls that you guys can get on, and they have several per week so that you guys can stay connected and meet other people and just kind of hash out like what you're going through, and just knowing you're not alone. Like if you're not feeling great in the beginning, there's other people there to support you. I don't remember what my other ones were. Oh, you can also sign up for the text messages that you can get. And I don't know the number right now, but the person who invited you can get you that. And that way you'll get daily text messages from Juice Plus, and they're encouraging to kind of keep you in the moment.
I love it.
Yes.
All right, back to you, Jennifer.
Oh my gosh, you guys, that was just amazing. Hold on just a second. We have got just a blur of stuff going on here. Okay. I just want to say, first of all, thank you. And I want you guys to let you guys all know that we are going to be doing weekly wellness every Wednesday through March. And we have the entire schedule set. I'm still admitting people. And I'm going to show you the flyer for next week. Hold on just a second. Can you see that? We have got Joy Kelly, who does salad workshops anyway, and she is going to be sharing some of her ideas, very useful information. She's all about not letting your salads be boring. So see this list here, some basic ingredients, bring that to the Zoom, and we'll all be making salad and salad dressing together. I saw some people ask for your salad recipe, Danette, that you guys were sharing. So come next week, you're going to learn some stuff. There's a lot of value. It'll be a lot of fun, interactive, just like it was tonight. And we'll have the Zoom line back to 1,000. It's supposed to be 1,000. So sorry, that filled up in like 30 seconds. So obviously a lot of people want these tips. Okay, ladies, I learned so much tonight from you guys, and you are so much fun, and I just love you. And this is why I asked you to do this, because you guys rock. Are you guys excited for your shred?
Yes.
Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys are excited for your shred. Give me a 2 if you're kind of like nervous about it, like, oh no, I don't know if I can do it. Oh yeah, we got 1s everywhere. Woohoo! Okay, you guys, I love it. That is awesome. This was recorded. We'll get this out. Not to worry. I'm going to go back and watch this because Wendy, you're sharing your screen, honey. Okay, we're going to sign off for tonight. Thanks for showing up, and we'll see you next Wednesday night for Joy Kelly. Thank you, Lori and Danette.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.